Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here on part 16 of working on a cavalry saber. We started this thing 2 months ago, and hopefully today is the day that we pour the brass. So before we jump right in, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. It is a fantastically easy to use website building platform. That means that without any coding experience, you can build yourself a beautiful website. Make sure that you go and get yourself a free trial by going to squarespace.com/forge. And then if you like it, use code FORGE at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring the video. Let's have a quick look at the kiln. Okie dokie, right now it is 1345 degrees Fahrenheit. There is 8 minutes left of segment 2, and have a look inside at how beautiful that is. Wow! Oh, controlled heat is lovely. More time has passed. The kiln is at 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, which, according to what I read on an internet website...
So you know it's accurate, obviously.
Absolutely. You know, and it would have been better if it was built with Squarespace, because it was not very intuitive to read. But according to what I read on the internet website, we want it to be about 1100 degrees Celsius for Fahrenheit.
What's a Celsius?
We want it to be about 1100 degrees freedom height. For the casting, that's the flask itself. So that's a couple hundred degrees below that of the actual melting temperature of the brass.
But still nice and toasty, so the brass will hopefully flow through it.
Oh yeah.
Despite the fact that we just found out we're not doing this properly.
So, on that note, let me explain the risk that we have right now. In here, this is a perforated flask. It is a stainless steel tube with holes in it. Perforated, and the whole idea is that you get a better vacuum draw. And now I completely misunderstood exactly why that was. I thought it was just because you had more air coming in when you pulled it from the very bottom. Well, about 30 minutes ago, now that is 30 minutes ago, and this time has been spent pondering options, Pablo Cimadevilla, jeweler, YouTuber, you should check out his videos. They're amazing. He sends me a message. I reply back. I send him a message of this, like, oh yeah, we're about to be ready to cast. And then he blows my mind with how you're actually meant to do this, which is instead of putting the flask straight on top of the vacuum chamber and pulling it from the very bottom, you're meant to sink this thing all the way down into the vacuum chamber. They make flasks with a flange around the outside, and the point of the perforated holes is you pull a vacuum from not only the bottom, but the sides as well, because it's inside the vacuum chamber. So the problem is we now know the right way to do this, and it would be physically possible for us to do it the right way. Pablo told us, let the kiln cool all the way down until it's room temperature, weld on a stainless rim to the outside, gently bring it back up to the casting temperature over a lot of time. But that's a difficult thing. Welding stainless steel, difficult. We need to go find some stainless. We need to make ourselves the stainless steel circle that's going to be the flange. But the way that I'm looking at it is no matter what, we're down a day, at least. To run around by stainless and make all that happen is down a day. And of course, I'm trying to make sure that we can be as effective as possible with what it is that we've got and the situations that we have in front of us. And I think if there is a slight chance of success, it means that we get a successful pour. If it fails, it's a day of extra work in reworking the wax, and we've got to order an extra flange. Feels like it's a day either way. But one way has the potential of having a successful pour today, so we're gonna risk it. And I apologize, Pablo, if this fails, because I hate somebody giving me their time and effort to give me great advice and then not following through with it. I mean, it's just a horrible thing to do, and I'm sorry. I mean, it's terrible. Yeah. I mean, he spent time out of his day to tell me how to do it, and then I'm about to go ahead and risk it doing it the wrong way. It's a terrible thing to do, but we're going to risk it. And if it fails, that is all on me, and I owe a sincere apology to Pablo.
This is nerve-wracking. We've got our brass in the forge.
What's also nerve-wracking is you see that up there? That is just so dangerous. You know, they say you shouldn't stare at these things from directly under them. Will's using my slingshot. Okay, now I just feel uncomfortable about one thing, and that's that casting. That's the reason we're here. Here we go, moment of truth. It's coming right up now.
We are set up. We have the Paragon kiln here at the door ready for us. It's turned off, but the piece is still gonna be right around 1100 degrees or so.
Wish us luck. Woo! Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Here we go, here we go. Oh boy, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I'm not seeing anything come up that vent.
No, there is something coming up.
Is there?
Just a little bit, it's up to here.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, that was a way dirtier melt than all the last ones. I have no idea what happened, but it's poured.
Yes.
We now wait. Oh, this is not the right way to do it. Oh, I'm nervous, we almost ran out of brass as well. Okay, well, in the next clip, we're gonna see if this worked or not. This has been a tense 20 minutes. It's cooled down enough for us to quench, so here we go. This is gonna break the investment. Be right back. Here we go. Into the water. A little more waiting to go. There's a lot of heat in that. Okay, it's almost out. Oh my goodness. Come on. We've got to turn it upside down. Shake it around a little more. Okay.
I think it's out.
Oh, it's out.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Oh! No way.
We have a god? Ow. Oh my goodness. We've got a god.
This is unbelievable. It's we got to scrape all the investment off. And then once we've got that investment off, that's when we know.
This is amazing.
It's when we know whether it's completely there. We're gonna see.
Oh my gosh. 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months of work.
Oh my gosh, it worked so good. Can I just say, wow, because wow.
Yeah, there's one tiny area where there's a crack. There are some bubbles in there, and I mean, for goodness sake, that's just got to be a part of the fact that this was not the right way of doing it. But by goodness, it does look like, despite it not being the right way of doing it, this time, we might have just gotten away with it. We need to cut off the sprues and start filing on this thing.
Remember, safety first, step to the side when you use a vise.
Slow and steady is going to be the name of the game on this. We're going to need to put a lot of time into it. A lot of the grinding has been done. The rough stuff, the roughing things out, good, it's done. We still got to do so much roughing out with files where we can get in to this backside here, where we can have a little more control about what it is that we're doing. And so, time to start with a number 0 cut file and start working down some areas here. I think I'm going to start, I think I'm going to start on this area back here, right where the handle is going to join. Before that, however, I'd just like to bring attention to what a beautiful day it is and how incredible those mountains look over in the distance. We've had a lot of really cold temperatures here over the last couple of months. It's been warming up a little bit, which is lovely. It's nice to have the garage door open there. But anyway, back to work. Time to hit the bench pin. This is by no means a piece of perfection as it stands right now. This could have been cast much better with Pablo's advice, and hopefully this has the building blocks of a phenomenal, phenomenal guard, and I think it does. We have worked away a lot of the hefty material that was there, the bulk that was there, and we are starting to get the makings of just a very fine piece. After the huge pause between Cavalry Sabre 12 and 13, while we were waiting on supplies and while we were plugging away, thinking about how we were going to make this happen, it is just fantastic that we have this in brass. So thank you for coming along with this. Before we finish the video, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. It's an online website building platform that makes it phenomenally easy to build a website. Whether you're a blacksmith, a graphic designer, a photographer, or a brass caster, you need a great place to show your work in its best light. You want a great website. Not a lot of us have any coding experience. I certainly know I don't, and so when I built my first websites with Squarespace, I was so thrilled that it was just so easy to build a beautiful website. Check this out. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to make any of this stuff really happen, but have a look at just what a beautiful website this is. Everything looks beautiful. It shows off your work in the best light, and it always scales and shows your website beautifully on mobile too, which is phenomenally important. So please go get started building your website today. Go to squarespace.com/forge. You can get a free trial. You can see just how easy it is, to show off your work. And if you enjoy it, you can use code FORGE at checkout to get 10% off your first purchase with Squarespace. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring the video. Thank you guys for being here. It's a pleasure as always. I am just so excited. We have a brass guard at last. Can't wait to see you on the next episode as we put more time into this, more time into hopefully making this a really, really beautiful piece. Thank you as ever. Bye-bye.